All right, shoulder day today. So, start a good workout. We got your pre-workouts and your pre-activation, courtesy of New X. So, I'll do a little of both at the same time. Normally I would do some of this at home, but we'll do it in the gym today. I don't have anywhere to go or be. Mixing it up. Mix it up while we warm it up. Up the intensity, because you know this little shake, you know, gets the shoulders all warm, you know. Gotta get to shaking. I need like what, 20 shakes? I think I'll pump going. 20 shakes on this arm. Okay, yeah. Now, enough of the blood flow. Shoulder workout will be probably, we're gonna aim for more of the 3D feel. What I recommend for those that wanna go to that 3D effect. A lot of it has to do with the rear delt, so we'll start with that. Hit the lateral head. But I am dealing with what I call, a couple days ago I winged my scapula training chest. It typically happens when your stabilizers are not where they need to be and you're stronger than where your stabilizers are able to kind of keep it in grip. So my scapula wing hit the nerve a little bit. It's a little numb through there. A lot better today. I did train back yesterday. But today I'm gonna, you know, make sure I don't do anything again. One of the key things I tell people is don't move your head when you're lifting. And I don't think I move my head. I just think the fact that I use incline press, free bar, and I haven't used it in a while and I went pretty heavy. My scapula, my serratus anterior, wasn't quite where it needed to be strength-wise to handle the load, and I had a wing on one side. That's what I'm thinking, but feeling a little bit better today, so we'll play with it, see how everything goes. Before I'm warming up, making sure I'm good, and before I get into it. So just word to you if anything looks different or anything's modified. Rear delt move. So I may lift my butt up, I may not. And then I'll go rear delt straight to the lateral raise. Warm up the rear side delts as well. Rear delt's important, lateral head is important. Trying to create that 3D effect. Most people, from other alternative pressing that you do, have pretty strong front delts. So what most people are lacking to not get that full round boulder shoulder look is the rear delt, the side delt development that they need. It's like you want to have that effect to where, you know, it's so fat you can see it from the front, you know, when they're walking, you know, so the shoulder's so round and big in the back and the side that you can see it when you're walking from the front, creating that 3D effect, that width, that roundness to the muscle. Also, people talk about the shelf or the yoke. So when you lean forward, the shelf here goes all the way around. You got the traps that incorporate. You only create that if you have a complete set of heads on the shoulder, a thick upper chest, and a trap development. So if you're missing one of them, your most musculars, everything from the top angle is going to look weak. So rear delt is really, really key. That's why I tell people to prioritize it if you got a weakness there. Always start with at least a couple exercises before moving into any other exercise. Two movement combinations. The angles allow you to hit the lateral head and the rear delt kind of simultaneously if you know how to use the right technique and don't use your upper back too much. So it's like a high or a pull to the face with an upright row at an angle with the cable. And use a mechanical advantage there because the high angle is harder and the low angle is easier, but by the time you finish with the high angle, you'll be really fatigued going into the low angle where it's easier, but you can still complete more repetitions. Not as many if you started with that, but it's compounding fatigue. That's heavy. You put a weight on there. Inside, all the way up.
Why this? Why this movement?
Well, if you're having problems pressing, discomfort pressing, then you may want to use a single arm position, but this machine here, I don't have to stabilize, which I've had a problem with stabilizing strength here, so I don't want to aggravate that anymore. But also I can adjust my body here, based on what pressing pattern feels best to me. So it's very important for shoulder health. You don't want to go against the resistance as far as what hurts. You don't want to go anywhere where it's really going to hurt. So you want to make sure you find a comfortable position to press through. For me, start right here at this range of motion here. Elbow in front of my body. Feel nice and comfortable. No pain. I have one more. All those form notches out there. No. The important part of the range of motion is not how high you got the bar, but how low you allow it to travel to the bottom. You don't want to set out the hole. You could be doing that up here, but really, I prefer the bottom range. More than I prefer trying to stay at the top, locking at my elbows, because I'm not really trying to overwork the tricep. Not trying to really have any unnecessary tension on my joints. I want to keep it in the shoulder where I'm working it. So don't lose tension here. Got to stretch here. Up and down. Up and down. Since pressing is what caused me to have that little scapula incident, I I'm making sure I'm nice and fatigued before I go to some really heavy presses. I kind of feel that, you know, if I move a little bit wrong, I'll aggravate a little bit. So being very cautious on this exercise in particular, but we'll try to go as heavy as I can at this level of fatigue right now. Keep that head nice and still. Oh, yeah. So far, so good. I feel all right. Halfway decent. I didn't hurt after back day yesterday anyway. Feeling good to back day. After it was over, I was like, oh. Oh.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. First of all, we did a lateral single arm, of course. Instead of grabbing the handle, I grabbed that little rail here. All based on the elbow position. You know, seemingly that handle makes you point your elbow back. When I grab it here, push my elbow out. So I kind of lead here. That's the way, you know, Charles Glass likes to teach the movement when you're doing your lateral raises here. So instead of there, this variation kind of isolates that lateral head just a little bit more by keeping that elbow up high. Then I go into a reverse front raise. Same arm, this elbow position here, elbow pointing down, more tension on the front delt, versus if I have it kicked out here, I can use that lateral head a little bit more, less isolation of the front delt versus here. So, got it? Good. Oh yeah. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna eliminate traps today, just because of what always been going on back there with scapula. I don't want to walk around with a stiff neck all weekend. It's already been stiff for the past 3 days. So I hope you won't do traps this week, but feel free. Do a couple trap exercises if you need it.